These foam rings are always in Dollar Tree's crafting aisle, and I love using them for every season for crafts. We're going to start with one of them, of course, and we're going to take one of these towels from the automotive aisle from Dollar Tree as well. I use these a lot for my crafts, especially Christmas ones. We're going to take that one that we had left over, and we're just going to cut it into strips. This is going to be about 1.5 to 2 inch strips. It does not have to be perfect. As a matter of fact, the fluffier and less perfect, the better. We're going to wrap the entire ring using these strips, and we're just going to hot glue in the beginning and the end. And the key is that wherever you end one strip, you want to start the next one. That way it is a nice, smooth finish all the way around. Once it's completely wrapped, we're going to take this snowman ornament from Dollar Tree as well, and we're going to hot glue it right inside of it. We're going to create a little vignette of a snowy snowman as well as some trees. These little buttons that it came with were not the best, so I have these at home. I'm just going to replace them with some better ones and just hot glue them in place. All right, we're going to take one of these bottle brush trees from Dollar Tree, remove the tag as well as the base. We're going to poke a hole right next to the snowman inside the foam ring, add a little glue, and we're just going to stick it right in there. And then we're going to add a smaller one on the other side, and we're just going to add a little glue. This one's a little smaller and lighter weight right there. It's coming along so pretty. We're going to make a simple bow. This is going to be a multiple bow or multiple loop bow using this ribbon. I got this ribbon at BJ's, but of course you can use any ribbon you want from Dollar Tree. We're going to tie it in the center with some white jute string, and then we're just going to hot glue it after we fluff it, of course, underneath everything right there in the center. Now I'm going to add these little fairy lights. You know I love these. I get these on Amazon, and I do have them on my Amazon store. They come a ton in a pack. They're really good bang for your buck. So I'm going to have them linked in the description box, my Amazon store, if you want to check them out. I'm going to wrap it around the top portion, around the ring, and then we're going to make sure that the battery pack ends at the bottom, and we're just going to hot glue that in place. Anything that lights up, I love, especially for Christmas. Just has such a nice glow. I'm going to take one of those strips, towel strips, and we're just going to hot glue it to the top, just looping it around, and this is where we can hang this piece. And I got to tell you, I put it first because I think it's my favorite. I love the way this one turned out. So snowy, so glowy. I love it. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Friends, have you heard of the game June's Journey? I'm sure you have. And if you haven't, let me introduce you to them. June's Journey is an online game that you can download on your phone, and it's filled with tons of mystery and decorating and drama. And if you love all those things like I do, it's a great game. It'll help you unwind or just give you a mental break from the everyday hustle and stresses. Maybe you have kids in school and you can just sit in the car for a few minutes during car pickup. It's a great game for you to try. And one thing that I really love that it takes place in the 1920s. And I just love that era. And I just think it's such a fun mystery game. So if you enjoy a good mystery, if you love decorating and playing games and relaxing, I highly suggest you go down to the description box where you can find a link where you can download the game. You can also scan this QR code, which will help you also download the game. So check it out and let me know what you think. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to take another one of those rings, remove the sticker, and then we're going to do the same thing. But I promise it's going to be a whole new and different craft. Cut the strips of the towel in an inch and a half to about 2 inches. And then we are going to do the same thing we did earlier. Wrap it all the way around. Another thing I didn't mention earlier is you want to make sure that you're tugging and tightening as you go. You want these strips to be nice and smooth and tighten and not loose. All right, we're going to take a piece of cardboard. This is just a piece that came with a pajama set that I bought. And we're just going to cut up a piece. I ended up cutting up a piece that's about 6 inches by 7 inches and another one that's about 9 inches by 3 inches. We're going to add a layer of Mod Podge to one side. I've used this technique now for a while, and I'm sure you're familiar with it. Once applied, we're just going to set it to the side and let it dry, fully dry. And then once dry, we are going to cover them using felt fabric in the black color. Now, you don't have to do this. You can use any other fabric you want. You can also paint them instead of Mod Podging. I think adding the texture of the fabric of the felt really helps. But you can paint, of course, as you want, or you can cover it with black vinyl or even black construction paper. All right, once we had it on top, we placed parchment paper and then we ironed it, and that activates the Mod Podge and it attaches the fabric. I'm going to use my rotary cutter and cut off the excess fabric from the sides of both pieces. And this is what will be the hat of a snowman. Oh, I can't wait for you to see this craft. We're going to hot glue the top of the hat right there, one side. Now, it looks like it's going to be on top, but I do want the hat to be a little tilted. And you're going to see how I do that. Anyways, we're going to add the other piece right there on top. Now, you can see the little edge of the white cardboard. I'm going to use the black paint here and just going to just paint it. That way it's just going to make those lines disappear. You can also use permanent marker if you had that instead. Okay, we're going to add some embellishments. These are some greenery picks. You can use the ones from Dollar Tree, but I've had these for a while. I get these on Amazon because you do get more bang for your buck. So I'm going to add a couple, and then some of these frosted berries from Dollar Tree. They came on a garland, and I'm just going to add them right there to the hat. And then we're going to add a little scarf. This is just a piece of fabric I've had for a while. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm just going to hot glue it to the bottom and kind of crisscrossing it a little bit to look a little bit like a scarf. So just hot glue as needed. You can also use a ribbon. You can give him a bow tie if you want. You can do whatever you want. All right, we're going to add a couple of these Dollar Tree picks. They have little berries and frosted picks. And that's that. Now, I thought it needed a little bit something else on the hat. So I'm going to fold a little bit of that same fabric. I'm going to fold a piece and then we're just going to cut off the edges, and that way it's going to be nice and straight. And we're going to make it, just snug it behind the embellishments there and hot glue it. I felt like it needed something, and it really did bring everything together. I'm going to get folded towards the back and hot glue it and secure it in place. And how adorable is this snowman? Of course, you can add a nose if you want. I wanted to keep it simple. I love, love, love how it turned out. But let me know what you think down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to take another one of the rings and remove the sticker. And this time we're going to use some red felt fabric, again from Dollar Tree. Our goal is to wrap the ring with the fabric. Now, I am going to speed up quite a bit of the process because it took a while. Because of the way the ring is shaped, you get what I'm saying. So I'm just going to start hot gluing it, the front and the back. And then I'm going to work on the sides and just pretty much make it as smooth as possible, especially towards one side. So I'm going to wrap it like a gift and just keep hot gluing as needed, just making sure that all the flaps are facing backwards so that the front is as smooth as possible. And it's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to do my best to make it nice and smooth and keep that nice round shape. I'm going to cut off some excess fabric, and then we are going to start working on the top. Now, this is going to be an ornament, and so I'm going to take more of that same cardboard from earlier and cut off a piece that kind of mimics what the top of an ornament looks like. I'm going to use a Dollar Tree vinyl. This is in their golden glittery type, and we're just going to cover the front of it. And then we're going to flip it and remove the excess using my X-Acto knife. Now, after I kind of dry fitted, it just looked a little too tall. So I did trim off just a little bit to make sure that it fits nicely. But of course, you do whatever size you need and want. I'm going to hot glue it in place. And then we're going to take one of these leftover rings from another project. It came with the little hanging ropes from Dollar Tree. We're going to hot glue it and we're going to also tape it. Now, this is a very lightweight piece, so a little bit of glue and tape goes a long way. This ribbon is gorgeous. It's from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut off a piece and I'm going to fold it in half and attach it to the bottom of the top portion of the ornament. I think this really kind of just brought everything together and added a little bit more texture to it. Folded it towards the back and hot glued it in place. We're going to leave it pretty simple, but I am going to add some embellishments. Again, some of those greenery picks from Amazon, but you can use the ones from Dollar Tree. I'm going to add a few here and there. And then we're going to keep it simple, like I said, and we're just going to add some of these little vase fillers that you can find at Dollar Tree in 3 different shades. And we're just going to add them right there, and that's it. It's beautiful, it's festive, and I love that you can use this almost as a wreath in a front door, over a mantle, wherever you want. Well, let me know what you think of this one down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take another one of those foam rings and we're going to wrap it this time with some ribbon from Dollar Tree. You can find these ribbons all the time, every Christmas season. And this one has a nice plaid look to it. And it was perfect size because we were able to wrap the entire thing. Of course, you just want to hot glue in the beginning and the end. You don't need to do everywhere. And you do want to tug, as I mentioned earlier, and pull. All right, we're going to add some of these frosted picks. These are leftover from I don't know when. It's been a long time in my craft room. I'm going to poke a hole, add glue, and then add the picks. And we're going to add them towards the bottom, facing kind of like one way and then the other one the other way. That kind of thing. I added a couple of these Dollar Tree frosted picks, these white ones. You can also find these, surprisingly, during the 4th of July season because they have the red, white, and blue picks. I don't know if these were them, but whatever you find them, that's fine. I'm just going to add these to that. And then I added a couple of green ones to add a little depth and dimension. All right, these lighted trees are from Dollar Tree, and I actually love the way that they light up. And I'm just going to add some jute string to the top, and we're going to tie it so that it's dangling in the center, adding a little dab of hot glue on each corner at the bottom to secure it in place. Then I'm going to open up one piece of the ribbon. That way we can do it on each side of the tree, securing in the back with hot glue, and this is what we can use to hang it. To cover up that top portion, I'm going to add a couple extra little picks just to bring everything together. And look how stunning this looks. Oh my word, at night it has a beautiful green glow. But let me know what you think of this one. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree Christmas crafts inspiration. Check it out. Enjoy it. I want to thank June's Journey for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to check out their link down in the description box. Have a blessed day. Bye.